What's up, y'all? This is the first day of me really trying the new live stream title format. See how that goes. The one I was doing before was pretty good, but I feel like it could have been tweaked a little bit better. My bad, my window's a little fogged up. I'm not driving anymore right now. Excuse me. Right now I'm on my lunch break. And it's been a little while since I went live my lunch breaks consistently. I won't say consistently, but like for a good while. It's just this weekend, I don't have wood to knock on, but this weekend the calls are decent. They're not too crazy. So I mean, yesterday was slower than today. I'm not gonna lie, but it's pretty decent. So, and I had a good lunch before I came here to work. So, I'm able to just go live and talk to y'all for my lunch break. JB, what's up? Might as well be called a dinner break. Yeah, at this point, man, like my lunch breaks are usually between 5 and 6 o'clock. So, yeah, you might as well call it that. Which sucks because with part of my workout meal plan, I'm supposed to eat latest 6 o'clock. Like my break is supposed to be the last time I eat for the day. And sometimes it's tough, man, because I'll be up until like midnight because that's when I finish work, and then usually I go to the gym right after. So I'm usually up for a good while. I get hungry again. But if I kind of push through and don't eat anything, usually by the time I'm done my workout, I don't feel like eating. I just go to bed after I take a shower. So I guess it works out. But how you doing, bro? How are you doing? Very curious to see how today's stream does, because yesterday the stream was actually pretty packed. I was actually genuinely surprised. Like, my head, I was genuinely surprised because it was just random. I literally went randomly live and it just blew up. So that's cool. We'll see. Probably on Tuesday, I'll do my first simulcast. So I'll stream both on YouTube on here and on Twitch. But we're gonna see. We'll see. Right now in my head, I have Tuesday planned because it's my day off. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm very curious how that will go though. Like I'm so like I have my Twitch channel set up, right? But I'm kind of scared because I don't know how the Twitch audience will be. Not only that, but like I know Twitch is very strict when it comes to certain things you can talk about, certain things you can't. But the things I talk about on this channel, I'm pretty sure are fine. So, but yeah, I'm gonna do a simulcast, and I mainly be talking like how I am now. Like I'll be the same exact thing. I'll also be live on Twitch, so like I'll be live in both places, but I'll be mainly focused on YouTube, just talking like normal. So good, man. I've been watching playoff football. Yes, sir. I'm not a football person, as you know, but that's what's up, man. The Super Bowl's gonna be in a few weeks now, right? February. Speaking of February, the All-Star game's gonna happen soon. And I'm about to stream soon. Yes, sir, man. Stay consistent with the streams, man. You're killing it. Ronnie Brown, what is up? Do you like Lakers? Yes. Lakers are one of my favorite teams. My three favorite teams being the Raptors, Nets, and Lakers. Even though Lakers are the only ones that are doing pretty decent right now. The Raptors and the Nets. crazy how the Knicks are doing better than the Nets this season. It's crazy. Thank you, bro. Of course, bro. Of course. Yo, if any of y'all use Twitch, man, make sure to check out JB is booming on Twitch. Um, yeah, when you upload that reaction video, I gotta watch it. You do on your channel. I looked at the Nets too because of my boy Haywood. Nice with Yes, sir. Man, when I told y'all, what year was it? 2019? I think it's 2019. When the Nets, not the Nets, when the Raptors won, I think it was 2019. When we had Kawhi. When the Raptors won that year, man, I was so hyped. Man, my friend group at the time, they were all like, "Yeah, I know Ace is hype right now." I was like, "Yes, sir." I was on IG Live like, "Yes, sir." Oh man. But I used 4 different AI apps last night, and I put the same exact prompt for my channel on all 4 of them to see what they tell me, and it gave some pretty decent advice. It gave some pretty decent advice. So one of the things was the title for the streams. I realized that my audio for my reaction video got muted when I tried to edit it a few days ago. Ah, that sucks, man. Wasn't like a copyright thing where it got muted, or was it just like it got muted in general? Can you say happy birthday to me? It's my birthday. My name is. I'm not gonna say the name you just said because it sounds crazy. But happy birthday to you. Hope you have a good day. It's actually crazy. I'm telling y'all, man. My mic audio was good, but the video was muted. Ah, that sucks, man. That's happened to me a few times. You gotta like, whenever I do reactions or anything like that, I have to adjust the audio levels for like the game or the desktop. Like, you know how many times I fell for that. But I just want to tell y'all something, man. 2 things actually, but I can start with this one since the top of my head. Dating in 2025 and 2026 is kind of cooked if you look at it from the general aspect. But I say this to say, do not give up. You know, if there's some of y'all who trying to go into dating, whether it's like meeting people in person, dating apps, whatever the case may be, don't give up. Right? Don't give up, because God's gonna bring you the right person. And even if you think like there's no possible way this is gonna happen, this person's gonna have these qualities, these interests, X, Y, and Z, don't listen to that in your head. Nothing's too much for God, and God will always come through. All right, just wanna say that. This connection. No, have connection. Yeah, because I'm going through that currently. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going through it currently, man. Like, I've matched with some people, and let's just say it ain't work out, man. Things weren't clicking, or they were playing games. You know what I mean? And it does get you a little bit, but I just always put in my head that God's always gonna come through at the end, and I just gotta keep going. You know, I just gotta keep going and let God work in the background, because the only thing I can control is working on myself daily in Christ and putting in the effort of being on the apps, whereas God has to handle the rest. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. Now, I think I muted the by mistake. That's tough. Like, were you hearing it on the stream? Because you might have muted in OBS and it might have been playing in YouTube. That happens. But at least you know better for next time. Yeah, as far as the title goes of this stream, don't let the past define you. You know what I mean? And for those of y'all who are in high school, you can't really relate to this because you're currently experiencing what I'm going to talk about. But I mean, I said this in the video I posted like 2 weeks ago, a week ago, about a message from Ace. I did talk about it there. But when it comes to how you were in the past, like high school, college, whatever level you're at, like if you're in college now, high school, or case may be, you can't let that define you. You know, people that knew you in the past may still see you as that same person, but you're not that same person. You've grown. If you put in the work in the self-development, growing in Christ, going to the gym, all that stuff, that self-development grinds, you're not the same person you were back then. And you cannot allow yourself to think that. And you can't allow yourself, when you have thoughts about certain things that happened back then, you can't let it bother you. You can't let it think like, oh man, this happened. This sucks, man. This was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. and I'm thinking about it now. Like, you can't let it get to you, yo. You gotta just keep on growing, you know? And JB, if you're still in here, let me know if I'm lagging or not, or if the connection is like going in and out. Because it looks fine to me, but for a second it was like reconnecting like a few minutes ago. Okay, I'm good. Cool. You can't let it. And please excuse me if I'm like kind of not really rambling, but kind of just going all over the place. It's because I am exhausted. I don't know why I'm so exhausted, y'all. Like, yesterday, I got 8 hours of sleep. Today, I let myself get 9 hours of sleep. I woke up at 8 hours of sleep, and I said, let me sleep a little bit more because I was so tired yesterday, and I'm tired again today. I don't know what it is, man. This is crazy. But yeah, I said, don't let the past define you. You've grown from that into the person you are today and the person you're going to be later in the year, next year, whatever the case may be. But you've grown. And if you're putting in the work to become a better person, you can already say you're a better person. You can already say you're him, you're her, whatever. You can say that because you're actively putting the work to do so. You know, I haven't been doing this lately, but in my head, I say that I'm him. I already say that I'm him. You know, and even though I know there's things I want to do to improve my life and improve myself, I'm putting the work to do so. So I already in my head saying that I'm him. And even though, you know, myself in high school, which the first 3 years of high school was kind of iffy for me, but senior year, even though like I was doing so well with NoFap and everything, that I just had so much energy, so much confidence, and I had like a whole friend group and this, that, and the third. you know, doesn't mean that I didn't grow from that. You know what I mean? And I am blinking out. Like I said, I don't know why I took caffeine pills like maybe 20 minutes ago. I took beetroot capsules, and I'm just out of it, man. But yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I said it better in my last videos, but I just wanted to say it again because it's been on my mind. Um, yeah. And also, if you're someone who doesn't have a large group of friends, that's perfectly fine, you know, because I've watched a lot of, I was watching, not a lot, but I was watching different like animated story time videos yesterday because they popped up and recommended, and I just kept watching them while I was at work because I was bored. Um, if you really sat down, right? If you had a machine where you can view the past up to the present, right? I bet you if you viewed the past to your old friend group, you would realize that they weren't they weren't good for you. They were in some way, shape, or form, they were not good for you. God had brought them into your life for that period, for that reason, for a lesson, and then removed them. You know what I mean? It's like when it comes to an ex or like a relationship, right? You may think, oh, like after the fact, you might think, oh, like I miss this person, this, that, and the third. But if you really sit down and think about what happened in that relationship, you're thinking, man, yeah, it would have ended either way. You like you'd be like, hold up, I forgot this happened. So it's like that, man. When it comes to like ex-girlfriends, friend groups, what the case may be, they were removed for a reason. And over time, you start to forget what those reasons were, and that's why when these things come up in your head, you're like, oh man, like this, that, and the third. But trust me, it was they had left for a reason. You know what I mean? Like you aren't with them anymore for a reason. Like, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna end the live in like 2 minutes because I have to go back to work in about 10-15 minutes. And since I am so exhausted, I'm just gonna sit back and just rest my eyes for a few minutes. Not really take a nap, but like just kind of rest my eyes, man. Cause yeah, I don't know why. Like I got 9 hours of sleep today. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But shout out to Brother Fitz, man. He reached 4,000 subs yesterday, I think, and he did the whole 3 hour live today. Man, that's great, man. Like I think the longest I've done was on my Twitch channel, which is like 2.5 hours, because I was playing the game. He did 3 hours, almost 3.5 hours, just talking in his car. I give him big props. But probably next time I go live would most likely be Tuesday. Hopefully I have more energy then. When I do the first, well, as of right now, as I'm planning, my first ever simulcast. So I'm doing both YouTube and Twitch. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah. So with that being said, man, I appreciate all of you for hopping on this quick 20-minute live. And I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace.